Well, for more analysis on this, Galip Dalay joins us. He's a research director at Al Sharq Forum and a senior associate fellow on Turkish and Kurdish affairs. Galip, thank you so much for your time. As our correspondent Eddie's just touched on there, every politician who was at that press conference spoke about how well this EU-Turkey refugee deal is going. Do you think they've shown enough evidence to appease people who have been, well, frankly, very critical of this deal?
Well, first and foremost, let's not forget the officials right now are in Gaziantep are the ones that have been supported this deal from the beginning. They have been very enthusiastic for the deal, and they have been working quite hard for the implementation of it. And there has been a significant progress, so let's not forget about it. This return and reallocation process, which was one of the critical points in the deal, are to some extent is working. It's not working very smoothly, but thus far, like, Turkey there has been almost around 320 people from Greece returned to Turkey, and the EU, like some 100 plus has been resettled.
I was going to ask you, because I'm not sure, I mean, my math isn't great, but somehow these numbers don't add up. Right now, I think there's been 325 people relocated throughout Europe, but only around, sorry, my mistake, about 325 people taken back to Turkey, and just over 100 who've been relocated through Europe. What then is the situation? Does Turkey just need to play catch up on that, or?
Well, this process has just started. Like, Turkey will definitely request that more people to be resettled in Europe. But the trouble is that there has to be an agreement among the European countries for the willingness to resettle these people. Right now, the number that has been agreed is 72,000. So there has been only, if today, let's say 75,000 people return to Turkey, Turkey will not be able to send these 75,000 people, because right now there's only 72,000 people that will be able to resettle all across Europe.
So you see this as a major hole in the plan?
There is quite a big loophole in this regard. But right now the number that has been returned is relatively low, which is 320 plus 25. And the number that has been resettled is 100 plus. And Turkey will demand more. But again, this agreement is a good one, but also is the one that has many loopholes. As I said, like, if there is 80,000 people from Greece return back to Turkey, there will be a trouble for resettling them, because thus far, the EU countries, the number that the EU countries has said that they're willing to they're willing to resettle in their home country, all of them are 72,000.
Also in the press conference, Donald Tusk, Angela Merkel and also Franz Timmermans were all at length to compliment Turkey on how well they treat their refugees, and certainly they have more than any other country in the world. But I'm wondering what your take is on the fact that we're seeing the Syrian war, the war next door, spill over into Turkey. The rockets that are being fired into Kilis are almost becoming a daily occurrence now, and plenty of people are being wounded and many more dying. So is Turkey a safe place for refugees to be seeking refuge at the moment?
Well, I think this question goes, if you can take it to a next level, is Turkey a safe place for its own citizens? Yes, it is a safe place as much as it can be, given the fact that it is also a neighbor to a failed state and a civil war. So it is definitely has some security challenges. We have experiences in the recent months with the bomb attacks, with some spillover of the Syrian conflict into Turkish territory, as we have seen in the case of the rocket being fired from the Syrian side of the territory into Turkey. The Kilis province of the Kilis has been targets of such rockets, and the victim has not been the Syrian refugees, that have been the Turkish citizens. So the question is that how much a country can safeguard itself from a civil war that is ongoing on its border, and a failed state on its border as well too. So definitely Turkey is facing challenges, and definitely Turkey has more to do on the refugee questions, because the dealing with the refugee issues has many facets. It's not just only resettling them. Also, it needs long-term strategies. It needs like capacity building. It needs like, you know, the able institution to deal with it.
Galip, we are running out of time.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you one question
Sure.
briefly. One of the main incentives for Turkey here is the visa-free
Visa-less.
travel. And they've given June as a deadline. Do you see this playing out smoothly for Turkish citizens getting visa-free travel?
Well, that's a big question. Like, I expect there will be more procrastination on the European side. The Europe will try to like delay it because that's the right now there is a disagreement within the Euro as regards this free travel for Turkish citizens. But if it's not implemented, then Turkey will lose its big appetite to further implement the deal that has been agreed with Europe.
Interesting times to watch. Galip Dalay, thank
Sure.
you so much for joining
You're
us.
welcome.